Yo. Imagine pulling up to a campsite looking like you just rolled out of a post-apocalyptic action movie. Massive tires taller than some sports cars, a body built like a military fortress, and enough road presence to make every pickup truck owner stare in disbelief. That's exactly what the 2026 Caterpillar DOOMCRUSHER 12x12 is bringing to the game. This thing ain't your grandpa's RV. Nah. This beast is basically a luxury bunker on wheels mixed with a heavy-duty monster truck, and, honestly, it looks absolutely insane. Welcome back to our channel, and today, we're diving deep into the wildest motorhome rolling into 2026. The Caterpillar DOOMCRUSHER 12x12 is huge, aggressive, overbuilt, and packed with luxury that feels straight-up futuristic. If you're into gigantic off-road rigs, expedition, campers, or vehicles that look ready to survive the end of the world, buckle up because this machine is straight fire. And before we jump in, I gotta ask you something. If you had the keys to this monster for 1 week, where would you take it first? Deep into the mountains, across the desert, or straight through downtown just to flex on everybody? Drop your answer in the comments because this thing deserves a legendary road trip. Now the first thing that hits you about the DOOMCRUSHER is the size. This rig is absolutely massive. The 12x12 setup means 12 wheels touching the ground, and every axle looks ready to crawl over boulders, flooded roads, or basically anything Mother Nature throws at it. The front end has that classic Caterpillar industrial vibe with a brutal grille design, thick steel bumpers, oversized LED light bars, and armor-style body panels that make it look tougher than an armored military convoy. The stance is ridiculous in the best way possible. You're sitting way higher than almost every vehicle on the road. And those gigantic off-road tires wrapped around heavy-duty beadlock wheels make the whole thing look unstoppable. The side profile is long, muscular, and straight-up intimidating. This isn't some sleek luxury camper trying to look cute. Nah, the DOOMCRUSHER looks like it could pull a building off its foundation. Caterpillar also loaded this beast with smart exterior tech. There are 360-degree cameras mounted everywhere, massive side steps that automatically deploy, roof-mounted cargo racks, solar panels integrated into the roofline, and rugged storage compartments built into the sides. Honestly, it feels like a luxury survival machine designed for billionaires who want to disappear into the wilderness in style. And wait till you see the lighting setup at night. This thing glows like a futuristic tank. The amber roof marker lights, giant LED headlights, and side illumination strips make it look unreal cruising through dark roads. You could probably light up an entire campsite without even stepping outside. Now let's talk about the interior because this is where the DOOMCRUSHER switches from hardcore off-roader to rolling luxury. Tent house. The cabin is absolutely loaded. As soon as you walk in, you're greeted with premium leather seats, carbon fiber trim, brushed aluminum accents, and huge digital screens covering the dashboard. The cockpit looks more like something from a private jet than a motorhome. The driver's seat alone is insane. Heated, ventilated, massaging, fully adjustable, and sitting so high up you basically feel like king of the highway. Visibility is crazy thanks to massive panoramic windows, and the digital camera and mirrors give it a futuristic vibe that feels super high-tech. Behind the cockpit, the living area is pure luxury. Caterpillar designed this place like a high-end apartment on wheels. You've got a giant lounge setup with reclining cabin chairs, a huge U-shaped sofa, ambient LED lighting, and a massive entertainment screen that slides out from the wall. Imagine parking this beast near a lake, kicking back with friends, and watching movies while everyone outside keeps staring at your insane ride. The kitchen setup is also stacked. Full-size refrigerator, induction cooktops, smart storage cabinets, stone countertops, and even a built-in coffee machine because apparently Caterpillar said, why not? Every inch of the interior feels premium and overbuilt at the same time. Nothing feels cheap in here. Then you move into the sleeping area, and it honestly feels like a luxury hotel suite. The king-size bed sits in the center with soft ambient lighting around it, and there's smart climate control throughout the cabin. You've also got massive storage closets, hidden compartments, and enough room to actually live comfortably for weeks on the road. One of the coolest things is how quiet the cabin is. Even though this thing looks like a construction site monster, Caterpillar packed it with heavy sound insulation and advanced suspension tech, so the ride feels surprisingly smooth and refined. That's wild considering how gigantic this machine is. Now let's get into the performance, because this is where the DOOMCRUSHER becomes absolutely nuts. Under the hood, rumors suggest Caterpillar could equip this monster with a massive turbo diesel engine pushing somewhere around 1,000 horsepower with torque numbers that sound straight up ridiculous. And honestly, with a rig this huge, it needs every bit of that power. The 12-wheel drive system gives this thing insane traction: snow, mud, rocks, sand. It really doesn't care. Advanced adaptive suspension keeps the ride stable even when the terrain gets ugly. And the multiple axle steering setup helps surprisingly well with maneuverability, of course. This ain't a sports car, but for something this massive, it moves with shocking confidence. Highway cruising feels effortless too. The engine barely struggles, and the torque delivery is smooth and powerful. You could tow heavy trailers, extra vehicles, or basically your entire adventure setup without breaking a sweat. This is the kind of machine built for cross-country expeditions where regular RVs would just give up halfway through. Fuel economy. Yeah, nobody buying a DOOMCRUSHER is worried about MPG. Let's keep it real. This thing is all about dominance, capability, and making a statement bigger than life itself. Now pricing is where things get absolutely crazy. The 2026 Caterpillar DOOMCRUSHER 12x12 is expected to start somewhere around $1.5 million, and fully loaded versions could easily climb past $2 million depending on customization. Yeah, this ain't for the average camper crowd. This is billionaire-level adventure luxury mixed with hardcore industrial engineering. But honestly, when you look at what you're getting, the insane off-road capability, the luxury interior, the gigantic presence, and the futuristic tech, you can kinda see why it costs so much. There's literally nothing else on the road quite like it. The DOOMCRUSHER isn't just a motorhome, it's a rolling statement. It's for people who want luxury without limits and adventure without boundaries. It's excessive, outrageous, ridiculously huge. And that's exactly why everybody's gonna love it. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up today's review on the 2026 Caterpillar DOOMCRUSHER 12x12. Would you actually drive this mega beast across the country, or is it just a massive for your style? Let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to Saint Reviews Hub, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next insane vehicle review. Catch y'all in the next one.